everyone, it's Raven with Twisted Sisters Mojo, and it's been a while. I hope that your enforced captivity is doing well for you, and you have kept your head out of the oven so far. It does seem to be getting a little harder and harder to do that, but hopefully we're coming to some sort of an end with this. Today we're going to do pick a card, and it's going to be one of my favorite series, What the Fuck is Wrong with Me, and What the Fuck's Wrong with Me in April.
Yeah, April. We are in April. It is Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, April just freaking flew by. It did.
I don't know what reality you're sitting in. April's dragged ass for me.
Just probably because I don't know what day it is ever. So, as usual, we are going to, I'm going to lay 5 piles. You'll pick your pile, and we'll see what the fuck's wrong with you. Pile 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And for today's reading, I'm using one of my new decks that I think I talked about before, the Everyday Witch, which is a cute little deck. I'm not really into cutesy, but I like the pictures on this one. It's nice. So, if you made your decision, pile 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and let's go. Pile 1. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands in reverse, the the 8 of Cups right side up. These are really kind of hard to read, and the Hermit card right side up. Well, I mean, that's easy to see. What's wrong with you is you're just, you're over being isolated. Didn't take a psychic to figure that one out. You are by nature a social creature, and you've had to completely reroute your whole schedule, and it's finally getting to you. You are the optimist, and you've been doing well with it, and you can get through this, and now you've hit that wall, the runner's wall, if you will, and it just seems like there is no end in sight to this. But that's not true. There is. Hopefully it won't be that much longer. I know May 9th in our area is kind of a tentative date for non-essentials, and then I think June 9th for everything else. I'm not sure. But part of it is, you're lonely, you're isolated, you're stuck in with your husband, kids, wife, whatever, and, they're all chattering at you at one time, and you've just about reached the end. What I suggest you do is take a good scream in your pillow. If you can possibly take a walk somewhere, do that. Do what you can to try to fill that void. Me, I've been redoing my house bit by bit. Even that gets old after a while. But what you need is a little bit of communication, and you should really start to feel better before too long. So what's wrong with you in April is, you're just fed up with this shit, just like everybody else. I wish I had better news for you on that front, but this is just something you're going to have to ride out. Now, pile number 2. Well, the pile number 2 is 9 of Swords, right side up, the Empress, right side up, and the Ace of Wands, right side up. Well, one of you out there is pregnant, but you just don't know it yet. And you're not feeling good, and you don't know what's wrong with you. You can't figure it out. You might not even had all the normal signs that you're pregnant yet. But I do see somebody out there getting a real big surprise. You're going to have a corona baby because of all the extra time you've had. And we will see a big baby boom, believe it or not. Please don't name your kid Corona. But somebody out there, you're not feeling good, you're kind of depressed, you don't know what's going on, you're pregnant. So, I mean, that's kind of good news, I hope. I hope that's what you wanted to hear, or if you've been waiting for a child, well, here it is. If it's a bit of a surprise for you, well, you need to start making plans. But that pregnancy test is going to show up positive real soon if you haven't already taken one. So you might want to go ahead and pee on a stick and see what it tells you. But one of you out there is unaware, but you're pregnant. Pile number 3. Got the Knight of Pentacles, right side up. The Ten of Wands, right side up. And I think this is the Fool upside down. Well, part of it is, and this is a catch-22, and I can understand this. I mean, we've all said, well, God knows, if I could just have 2 weeks off of work, I could get all this done. I could do this, and this, and you got it. And you're not getting any of it done. I think part of it is when you have to work, but you're taking off, it's kind of a decadent thing, and so you really feel like you're kind of getting over. This you're being forced into it, and you're just not able to get the momentum you need to get these projects done. It's not too late. You're not going anywhere anytime soon. So go ahead and, before you start a new project, clean up a few of these old ones you've got going on. But you still got time. You know, go through your stuff. It's a good time just to go through a box at a time, a drawer at a time. That's what I've been doing, little bit by little bit, and start to get these things done. So what the fuck is wrong with you is you're just feeling stifled and stymied. I mean, here you wanted the time, and now you got it, and you can't do anything with it. It's completely normal. It's a little bit of depression. But just go ahead and get busy. Pile 4. You've got the Queen of Pentacles, right side up. The Emperor, right side up. And the King of Cups, right side up. What I'm seeing is the beginning of a new relationship. You're kind of having feelings for somebody. This is it's growing, and the feeling is mutual, but it's a bad time. Not a bad time for the relationship, it's just a weird time. So things aren't going the way they would normally happen. You know, maybe some of you are feeling a stress on your relationship, and you're just, because you are with each other 24/7, that can be difficult. Even my husband and I, who have a fantastic marriage, we can get on each other's nerves because we're always in each other's ear right now. He's a school teacher, so he's always home. And of course, Deja and I can't work, so we're always home. Try to find creative ways of not getting on each other's nerves. You're just fed up. I mean, everybody is. It's completely normal, especially if you can't do your everyday routine and the things that you're used to doing. And it's normal to get on each other's nerves. But I do see the budding of a new relationship, and you know, it can be exciting. So just kind of go with the flow, and there is a new normal now. See just where it takes you. And if you pick the last pile number 5, you've got the 5 of Pentacles right side up. You've got the Page of Wands right side up. And you've got the 8 of Wands right side up. Again, going stir crazy, but you had plans, and now you were concerned that they were going to have to get postponed. You've been planning on this for a long time, and yes, in fact, what you were planning on doing is going to have to be canceled or postponed and put on for a later time. I mean, you can gnash your teeth and be upset about it if you want to, but that's not really going to help you. Just understand that this, again, is a temporary thing. Things will get mostly back to normal. You will be able to continue with your plans, but it's the uncertainty. So really what's wrong with you is the uncertainty in the way things are going, and if you're going to be able to accomplish whatever it was you had set out for April and May. And, you know, the answer really is no. You're not going to get to it exactly when you want to, and that's going to upset you. But, you know, just put on your big girl panties and do the best you can. We're all in this together. It's almost over, and you know, the same thing, that what's wrong with you is the same thing that's been wrong with all of us. We're just going stir crazy. We're doing everything we can just to keep our heads out of the oven. You're doing a good job. If you're watching this, obviously you haven't done that. So, you know, these things that are going on and the way you're feeling right now, it's going to pass. It's going to be over. And just plug in a little bit longer. This has been Raven with Twisted Sisters Mojo. Please hit that like and subscribe button. We appreciate it when you do, and we look forward to seeing you again.